no one's happy about a postponement, especially for the reasons y'all had one. But is there a silver lining to it, especially for you? I know you've been obviously coaches have been talking about you battling some Achilles issues. Uh, y'all had a week off scheduled, but it came a little early. So how did it help you maybe in some ways, and does it have you maybe feeling like you could do a few more events or maybe even all around this week?
I think it's helped everybody. Obviously, we had the week off scheduled this week, so we knew we were going to get one off, but we got it a little bit early, and that just allowed us to come down on the training, nurse our bodies a little bit more to get ready for these upcoming weeks.
And how about you personally? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling better. I'm feeling good.
Kiya, you obviously had a great year last year, and Haley's kind of having that similar feeling this year. Do you share any stories with her, or do you let her have her own journey? As I guess it kind of unfolds for her as it does.
I just sit back and watch. Haley, it's just so fun to watch her do gymnastics in the gym, in the PMAC, anywhere we go. So I don't know. I'm just like her biggest fan. I sit back and watch and cheer her on.
Kind of back to the bye questions or the open week, I guess I should say. Gymnastics isn't an event where you really scout your opponent, so it doesn't necessarily really matter when you face Auburn if you're at Auburn. I mean, what do you do to prepare for a meet when it's delayed like this? Do you ease off? I know Scott mentioned the injuries the team has had. Do you take it easy and then gear up like it would be a meet week, or how do you approach it?
Kind of like what you were just saying. If you need to, take care of your bodies as best as you can, and then obviously we're always in a meet mindset just because this was only 1 week off, and we had to turn around and compete again this week. So we couldn't like let our minds relax, I would say, but we still stayed in the meet mindset and took care of our bodies as best as we could so we could be ready to start strong this week.
Thank you.
Anything else for Kiya? Scott,
Yeah.
Scott, are you talking?
Yes, I am.
Oh.
I had cough, so I muted myself. I like that. Um, hit the cough button. I should have stayed in broadcast and looked. Um, could you talk a little bit about Reagan Campbell for me? You just uh, what has she meant to you as a teammate, as a senior who's been around? She's done gymnastics for 20 years, literally since she was 2 years old, and what do you see her as the beam anchor for you guys?
I mean, just these last couple weeks you guys have seen, she is able to go hit a routine and do what she has to do no matter what. And I feel like, I don't know, she's so prepared, so trained, and she's been ready for these moments. But it's really cool to watch just to see, like, nothing shakes her. She goes up there, she does what she knows how to do, and she does it really, really well. So it's cool to watch her. I'm sad she's a senior. I wish she could stay here forever, but it's just really cool to watch her do her thing.
And about the seniors, obviously there's a lot of focus on the underclassmen like yourself and Haley and Alona and Elena and all this stuff. But y'all have a large senior class, and it's kind of been their time to shine, especially last meet has been their time to shine a little bit lately. What do they give you guys as a group?
They just are super helpful in all aspects, you know what I mean? Like, not just in the gym, but outside the gym. They're here for all of us. They guide us when we need it. And so their class means so much to all of us. And it's really cool to watch them go out and compete and do their thing also. But they do so much behind the scenes that, we couldn't thank them enough.
What was it like this past week? Jay mentioned last week when the meet got postponed, y'all had to train in little clusters, or depending on who your roommates were, right? At least for a few days. Can you describe what that was like? How different that was? Did it make it more difficult? Was it okay? What was that
Yeah, so we had to train in groups of about 4 or 5 to keep us all separated so we could like quarantine properly. But we've done it before. It's obviously really weird not having everybody in the gym at the same time, but we try to focus on like creating our own energy, as much energy as 5 people can bring during a practice. But we got through it, and now we're back together. So.
I had one more, it's just kind of lighthearted. Do you ever get on gym Twitter? They're pretty ruthless, huh?
I try to stay off gym Twitter. I actually deleted my Twitter like a week ago, so not on gym Twitter anymore.
Man, they go hard.
Yeah.
You dip your toe in Twitter and then gym Twitter comes at you.
Right.
It's like, wow.
Yeah, no, I deleted
most
it.
Most of the girls stay off of it.
Yeah, I think we try to, just because. I mean, if it's not encouraging or helpful, there's really no reason I feel like to look at it. So
Yeah.
just try not to look at it.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Guy.